Just want to give a big shout out to all my members. I really appreciate that. If you want to join, hit that join button, man. I'm going to do some giveaways, start doing some stuff for the members, man, because I really do appreciate everybody. It really helps out the channel, and I love everybody like step cousins. Man, I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, and as always, be good to yourself, man. Hell freaking Transformers, yeah. Are you looking for action figures? Then head over to the Chosen Prime. The link is in the description. Just follow that. And man, they got everything your heart desires. Transformers, 5-2 toys, Power Rangers, Turtles, Marvel, DC, statues, whatever you want. Just go over and follow that link, man. You can order everything you want. Just order. Just go over there and order. Well, hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night. And welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. All right, let's do another Transformer Versus review. Today, like I said, we'll be taking a look at Fanstoys, their recorder. And then we got DS, or Deformation Space, Recording Alliance. And he comes with the ram horn. And then this one comes with rewind. Like I said, I just did a review for the Fanstoys one. If you don't mind, go watch that one. But we'll take a quick look, and we're going to do some comparisons real quick, and, see which one's, the better one, or which one do you, like the, the best out of them. First, we'll take the look at the cassettes real quick. Not much to them. Now, like I said, you can store this weapon. You just split it apart, and you can put them in his legs. I haven't done that, but here they are. Here's ram horn. Kind of looks like a tape, I guess. It's okay. Turn it around. You got the weapons that, store on the side, which is pretty cool. At first I was like, why is there such a big gap in between those two? But that's where you store the weapon. So, it's okay looking. I think this looks more like a tape. It's not the best looking one, but, it does look more like a tape. But it's got a better feeling. Now this, the DS one has a matte finish. So ram horn does have a matte finish. This does have some great paint on it. And some die cast too as well. And everything. There's the back of it. You see his head. So, not much to it. There's the tapes right there. And for the main attraction, this is the DS, and this is the Fanstoys. Like I said, Fanstoys got beautiful paint, just like always. The DS one uses the matte finish, so I don't think any paint hardly at all on this one. Yeah, there might be some black right here, but it's all like a matte finish. And like I said, with the tape deck and everything. Now, this one does have some eyesores on it. This right here, a little eyesore. And you got it up top, I do like the handle better on this one than this one. This one kind of just collapsed and everything a little bit. But there you go. This got more of a, nice paint finish and everything. So there you go. There's those two. Then on the side, same thing. Now the back, I definitely probably have to give it to Fanstoys. You're never going to see the back anyways when you display it. But yeah, there's just a big old gap right here and everything. I may have not. Well, no, I did the transformation correctly, but there's some big gaps right there, and big screw holes too, or screws like this. That's kind of unsightly right there, and then on top too as well. But there's the back. Now, Fanstoys is not not perfect at all. It does got some issues. You got a gap right here and everything, but material wise, I think I probably have to give it to Fanstoys. There you go. All right. So not much. So they do both open, this on this side and this on this one right here. They both do the eject thing, and this one has the eject thing too as well. Now with the tapes, you can put this tape in there, and that opens close pretty good. This one, I think you can put this one in here, yeah, and he'll fit. So that's cool. Now ram horn, he fits in here and everything. You got to put him in. It's a tight fit, but he'll fit in there. So you have to get caught up a little bit. But he won't fit in the Fanstoys one. He's a little too thick, giggity. So he will not fit in the Fanstoys one. But the Fanstoys Rewind will fit in both of them. That's pretty cool. All right, so there they are. But I forgot to mention size or scale. So this one is wider. The DS is wider than the Fanstoys one, and DS is a little smidge taller than the Fanstoys one as well. And as far as lengthwise, about the same. About the same. So not much difference in there. And there's Red Alert. You got Wheelie, Magic Square Prowl, and Shatterglass Soundwave Scale. All right, real quick, we're going to go over accessories. So with the DS, you get ram horn, which articulation, mainly the legs go up and back and forth, and the paw moves up, the head moves up. These tend to kind of fall off really easy. His guns and everything, they're nicely gold plastic and everything. There's that. You get his gun, which is longer, which I think the Fanstoys gun is shorter. I think it's too short. So I do prefer the gun for DS. It's more of a matte finish. This has paint to it. He does get one faceplate. It's a smiley face, which I think that's all you need. But with Fanstoys, you get an option. You get, a screaming face, a happy face, kind of a, both of them mean bugging. But you also get a toy option as well, a toy head option. So that's cool. And you get Rewind, which he's lacking in articulation, but he looks good. I'm at the, he's got diecast on there. I do wish he had 2 guns instead of 1. And the head sculpt looks really good. So I prefer Rewind over the ram horn. And you got the big golding, the chrome-plated speakers over the gold plastic ones. Probably these look pretty nice. These look a little nicer. So as far as accessories, I give it a tie. I prefer some stuff over here than over here. But all right, let's compare the main event. This is Blaster. This is the DS one, and this is the Fanstoys. So moving on first to the head sculpts. All right, so I definitely do prefer the head sculpt for him because it doesn't have that, unsightly sore spot right there with the, change of the faceplates. This is just solid. The way you change this one out, you get underneath the chin, you pop it off. And speaking of the chin, he has a chin. Like it's more, chiseled out. Like he's got a nice manly chin and everything. So I prefer the head sculpt for him definitely over, this just, the square and everything. Now, it is cartoon. This is more cartoon accurate. This is really toon accurate. But I do prefer the head sculpt for him. He just looks more, he looks like an adult, really, to be honest. This guy's a little younger and everything. The top of it, it's more, there's more, cutouts or everything, whatever like that, so, more panels right there. So probably prefer that. The shoulders. Now, the shoulders for him, they're even, right up, on his, right there. The Fanstoys ones have a little space in between there. So he's got broader, it looks like he's got broader shoulders. So, yeah. And then talk about the, the chest plate. Let's move this a little down. Now, I prefer the wider one. Like I said on his review, I thought this might be a little too skinny. But I do prefer the wider one than this one. Now, this one has, yellow. It's more, it's got paint. This one does not have paint at all, hardly. Maybe the eyes are painted. That's about it. This might be painted too as well. but the chest wise, I do prefer this. And you know, you got both these. You open. Let me see. There. It's more sculpt work in here. It looks a little better. It's painted too as well. That looks like a face, and that looks like a tape. So, like that better on there. All right, moving on down. So the hands. The hands are tie. I mean, they both, you know, they're both, I think he's got longer fingers, but they're both, you know, well articulated. You can go in and out, swivel, all that stuff. So, you know, the fingers, you know, the hands look, you know, both look really good on those. Now, moving on to the waist. Now, in my review, I said it looks like he has a diaper on there, but I looked at the, you know, the tune, you know, the G1 tune versions of him, and he has that long, you know, crotch area. I kind of do prefer the smaller one. I think it looks a little better, but, you know, that is cartoon accurate, so you gotta give it to that. So, very nicely done on that. Moving on down to the legs. Legs, you know, look the same, you know, or the hips area, you know, nothing really different. Just, you know, this is painted. I think this is painted too as well, but, you know, the paint, definitely going to give it to Fanstoys. It looks so good. And then the thighs area, that's good. All right, moving down. So these speakers stick out a little more. You know, these are flat, and you got, you know, you can tell they're speakers. These are just like, look like round circles. And you got the chrome red right here for that, and you got the painted red right there. So they're about the same. On this side, looking at side by side, going back up, this is a little better than this. I think it looks a little better than that. Everything. And then moving on up, right there. So you got paint right here. The paint right here, like I said, this is a matte finish, and this is all mainly painted. It looks pretty good. All right, the back of it. So I have to give it to Fanstoys. I don't like the big screws right here. You got the screws right here. I understand sometimes you have to have that, but I just don't like the big ones right here, back on the, you know, back of the legs. That just looks kind of fugly. So I like the Fanstoys, and plus you got the die cast. Now he weighs a whole lot more than what this guy does because he's got a lot of die cast. But I like the back of the blaster for Fanstoys better than what the DS looks like. Articulation real quick. Okay, with Fanstoys, look down, one little notch, not much. You can look up, side to side, no attitude. Up to there, nice ratchets, I like that. You got a double elbow. You got nice bicep swivel with hand. You go, you know, swivel. I just showed you that, and in and out. The fingers are individually articulated, and the four fingers have 3 points of articulation. This one has, the thumb has 1. All right, you got a weird, you know, kind of upper waist swivel. Little ab crunch, not much to write home about. You can Van Dam all day, every day, tensioned out. Nice ratchet for there, but if you start shaking it, it will fall down because a lot of die cast. And you can go about back there for that. Thigh swivel, nice and ratcheted knee, gives you all that you need. The feet, you got a toe tilt up, nothing down, and a little rocker. So that's very nice. All right, for DS, you can look down a little more than what the Fanstoys. Not much. Like I said, the, you know, chin gets in the way. Look up, side to side. It is tight and a little attitude. So a little more range for the face. Up to there, all tensioned. Nice ratchets for right there. You do got a double elbow. Bicep swivel, really tight. Swivel of the hand. No in and out. The fingers, you get 1, 2, looks like 2 points of articulation for the 4 fingers, and then the thumb, you get 2 points of articulation. Well, that's good. All right, waist swivel is very tight. Once again, it's a little up, but seeing that this is a shorter crotch area, you know, it's not so high up as what the Fanstoys is. Tensioned out, you get Van Dam all day, every day. You do get a drop down. Nice ratcheted right there. Not as high up as the Fanstoys, but it will hold a little better than what the Fanstoys will because there's not die cast on this one. Back right there, swivel. Not a double knee, but you do get enough. I do got some paint scratch right there. Or it looks like red paint or something right there. Okay. Toe tilt up. Nice rocker. Nothing down. Oh, I forgot to mention the ab crunch. He has a deeper ab crunch, and he can look up a lot more now. I thought this was kind of stuck a little bit, but he can look up quite a bit, so it doesn't defeat the purpose of the ab crunch. So I like that. Nice deep ab crunch there for you. So sorry, forgot to show that when I was showing articulation for him. But it does kind of, yeah, you have to push it back down, so it kind of looks like a giraffe a little bit when you pull it up. They are next to MP44. You got MP Sideswipe, the Generation Toy Sideswipe that turns into a bull, and Tits McGee for some scale. Like I said, they are about the same height. Crappergoners, crappy toilet paper, Carmex AAA battery, Care Bears, Kickers, Squeaks, more scale. The accessories, real quick, I'll show you. Basically the same each on the gun. There's a little tab. You just tab it into their palm. And with the speakers, now with the Fanstoys, you just ball up the fist and put it over there. With the DS, you actually have to open it up and then switch out, turn the hand around, and there's a little peg, and you peg in the speaker right there. And that's how you can do that. So it's a lot easier to put this one on, but it's not too hard to put that one on either as well. Now, as far as the head swaps, basically what you do, you can get a spudger, get under the chin, you can pop that off, and you can change out the one for the smiley face. Now with the Fanstoys, he has more options. He has 4 face plates and also the toy version. So you have to take the head completely off. You just push it off. You push it down. Push it away, and then you can switch off that. So you have more options with Fanstoys. All right, final thoughts on the versus of Fanstoys Recorder and DS Recording Alliance. All right, I'm going to try to do I don't do a point thing. I just, what I prefer. As far as accessories, give it a tie. I like stuff, for what Fanstoys gives, and also I definitely like the gun better than what the Fanstoys one. But I like the, the bigger, shinier, speakers. I definitely like Rewind better than I do like Ram Horn. You only get 1 faceplate with him, which I think is enough. You get the smiley face one, but you do have options with Fanstoys, so I'll just give it a tie. They're both, pretty cool. But yeah, moving on to Blaster. Okay, so as far as sculpt wise, I think DS looks better, especially with the the broader shoulders, the wider chest, definitely the head sculpt. Because it doesn't have that high sword up there, and it has a chin. It just looks more just better, I guess, and everything. And also, what else? The shoulders, yeah. So the way it looks, I just think it looks better than what the Fanstoys. Paint wise, definitely Fanstoys. Fanstoys going to win that, 10 times out of 11 at least, or something like that. 9 times out of 10. There's hardly any paint. So this got that matte finish. So as far as paint wise and the way if you would put them two on the shelf, I think more people would gravitate to the Fanstoys one because it looks good with the paint and everything. But as far as sculpt wise, I like that. Articulation, I'll probably give it to DS. He's got a better ab crunch, and you can look up more and everything. I like that. Most of the stuff is the same. They got ratchets in the shoulders and the hips. That's nice. But I kind of give it to him with the better head movement. You do get a little side to side and everything. So I kind of give it to them. Transformation, I didn't really talk about. They're both complex. He's the Fanstoys one's more. There's a lot more turning around, more hinges and stuff with him. They're both, not really terrible transformations. They're both fun, actually, to be honest. But there's more steps for this one. So if you like a more challenging transformation, you're probably going to go for Fanstoys. But both transformations, I give it a tie. They're both fun. They're not terrible. Once you do it a couple times, it's a lot easier. It's real easy. So you won't have any issues with that. What else? So articulation, paint, engineering, he does have a lot of die casts. He does feel better, weight wise. He will knock out a little 5-year-old child. But this one's a little lighter, so he does have, more weight to him and everything. So yeah, overall, I think I prefer the DS one, to be honest. I think I'd like to say just with the chest, especially the head sculpt. It just looks better. It just looks a little better than what the Fanstoys. Now, if you like cartoon accuracy, if you're tuned, hardcore tune, you're definitely going to want Fanstoys. Because it just, it looks like it just jumped out of the TV screen. Oh, price-wise, let me tell you about price. Okay, so with the recorder, he's about $200. I know you can get him over cheaper, probably overseas. With DS, kind of harder to find. I know Terry's TF Club, he has him for about $89 right now on sale. So if you want to go get one, definitely go get there. Chosen Prime has him in stock for $200 if you want to go there. I think maybe Big Pad Toy Store has them, maybe TF Source. I didn't look. I know I looked up Chosen Prime, and I looked up Terry's. He's sold out over on Show Z, and TF Safari I think may be sold out too as well. So he's going to be a little harder to find, but you can still find him. So, price-wise, you can get them a little cheaper, but the same over here. So, it just matters how much you want to spend. But, I mean, you could get both of them. You could use one for Toon, and, this one kind of looks more Toon, but a little different. I guess you could use him for Toy. Or, like I said, alt mode. I didn't talk about alt mode. Ty, both of them look okay in alt mode. So, if you have both of them, you can use one for alt mode and one for bot mode. It just matters which one you like. Which one do you like, really? Just hit me in the comments. Tell me which one you like better, the Fanstoys one or the DS. So, I hope you like my little verses. I just, went off on the wing a little bit. Went off on the wing. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. But anyways, hope you liked it. Hit me up some likes, shares, first, and Care Bears. Go there and hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me up some comments, like I said, which one do you like better? And I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Hell freaking Transformers and hell freaking Blaster. And just enjoy stuff. Have fun. Like what you like. If you like it, you win. Good night, folks.